Welcome back, guys. Trying to get back into the swing of things. We're Southern Beer Review, John and William, and again we're just kind of cranking our beer videos back up after a 7-month hiatus. This is really cool. We are in a little town, maybe 15 or 20 minutes from Boone, called Banner Elk. It is the home of Lees McRae College, which is a tiny liberal arts school, and we stumbled upon this pretty small brewery here called Kettell Beer Works. It's in a little, it almost looks like a place you'd go play video games in the 70s or 80s in a little strip mall kind of place. It's a cool space. They have a great bar, sitting area, TVs, a bunch of games in the back, pinball and shuffleboard and stuff like that. And a lot of their beers are German influenced, we noticed. But again, this is our first time here, and we're excited to bring you these 4 styles we got.
All right, first up we got is the Roll Cast Kolsch, and it's a German style Kolsch, I believe.
That's really good. And our buddy Alfred, who's hanging back here with the dog, said he tasted it and noticed almost got something a little bit spicier, and there is a little bit of a kick to this. I can't put my finger on the ingredient.
Yeah, it's a little bit sweeter than I expected.
Yeah, it may be that, but it's almost like it has a bite on the finish.
A little peppery note.
Pepper, yeah, good call. Most Kolsch's I'm used to are a little bit more.
I love the consistency of this one too. It's just perfect for a warm day, which is not really that warm today. It's that little, the wind breeze is blowing. It feels kind of cool, but
right.
I still like it.
I like it. It's really good. Nice clear color, but to me just enough of a note of maybe pepper or something like that to give it a little bit of a kick.
Give it a little saison kind of quality almost.
That was good. 1 for 1 for me. I like.
This is the I may mispronounce this, but the Wunder beer.
Yep.
And it is a, what style was this? Do you remember?
This is the Munich style lager.
Gotcha.
Munich, of course, situated in the heart of Bavaria, is kind of considered the capital of the Bavarian region of southern Germany, famous for their Oktoberfest. Been brewing beer for about 1,000 years. So anytime I see a beer that's got the Munich tag on it, it interests me. Whether it's a lager or whatever.
That's it's almost like a standard tasting lager to me, but with well-developed character. It's got some good character. It tastes like something. I like it.
The first 2 beers for me, the flavor is really good. Which how do I put this, John? Sometimes if you have a lager, I mean, if you're drinking a lager, you probably want a light beer anyway. But I still like a little bit of flavor.
Exactly.
I don't want it to be boring.
Yeah.
And both of these, the first 2, the Kolsch and the
are light
lager,
and still flavorful.
They're light and still have quite a bit of flavor to them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is the Copper Elk.
This is
a red.
It's an American amber. I think.
Amber.
Yeah, American amber. And again, I am.
It's a little interesting to me.
It is. It's almost a.
It's got a little haze in it.
But you know what else too?
It's unusual for an amber.
It does have haze, but to me, it's almost got like a porter taste to it. Like this, it's almost a little bit of. Like there's almost some notes of malty, chocolatey kind of thing.
This to me is not a traditional amber.
Yeah, I wouldn't go with that either.
But I do like it.
I do too. What would you say that the beer style leans more towards with this one?
I mean, maybe because I'm influenced by the way it looks, but I'm getting like a hazy IPA.
More of an IPA feel.
Northeastern Eastern IPA kind of thing.
Right.
Not
Good.
My favorite of the 3 so far, but not bad. And this is the Velvet Panda, an oatmeal stout.
Oatmeal stout.
Love the color on that. Real good black to brown. Some hints of maybe a little bit of red notes in there.
That's really smooth.
Good coffee flavored nose.
Almost like what they call in England like a pub stout. Like really creamy, smooth kind of thing.
Yes, I like this.
It's almost like it's on nitro or something. Not quite, but I mean, you got the smooth flavor,
It's
and
got a good creamy mouthfeel.
the chocolate and the malt come last, which, you know, on the aftertaste, which is really good. So, once again, and by the way, before we get home back to Birmingham in a couple of days, I am going to get John to chug one. So again, this is a pleasant surprise to me. Banner Elk is just a typical mountain North Carolina town, but it goes to show you how crazy the craft beer scene has gotten, because they now have this little brewery in this little it's not a strip mall, but it's got a couple of other
It's almost
places
like
of business.
It's like almost like a rural strip
Yeah.
mall. Like you might expect to find like a sewing store and an antique store in here or something.
Yeah,
But
this
it's
is
just a
sandwiched
brewery.
between
Police
the
station.
police department and the flooring outlet.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Well,
Kudos to them for bringing a brewery here.
yeah, no kidding. What do you think out of 10 for the flight itself?
Out of 10 for the flight. I'm still thinking. Why don't you go ahead this time?
I'm going to kind of combine everything. I'm going to combine ambiance, where it is. I mean, on the other side of the phone, we're looking at the mountains,
Yeah.
some little mountain houses and stuff. Traffic's going by on the main highway. The bartender was really not. I'm gonna give it a 7. I mean, I like 1, 2, and 4 enough to give the entire thing
Right.
a 7 for me, and that includes too, kind of everything else the brewery has to offer.
I think I'm in agreement with that. With that assessment, I'll go 7 as well. So, Alfred, what did you think of your cider?
This is the Munich Lager number 2,
Yeah,
Oh,
and I thought it was the best one I've had all day.
nice.
okay. I thought you got a cider.
I don't drink cider much. This
We're-
is pretty good. I'm not a beer drinker, but this is pretty good, which may be a negative review, but
Alfred's dog Foxy too.
It
might
is
make an
good.
I
appearance.
do like this.
It is very good. Yeah.
And
Thanks
by
for-
the way, kudos to Alfred for being the tour guide, because he has a residence up here and he shows us around, and it's awesome. So anyway, if you know, we've brought you breweries from Boone before, and we will again. But if you're ever in the area, come to Banner Elk. Is really pretty, and this would be worth the stop if you're up in the high country of North Carolina. So good deal. Like, subscribe, spread the word to your friends. Put it on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, Twitter, whatever they're called now.
I guess that's how out of it
Snapchat.
I am, because when he said X, I didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But
All right. We'll see y'all next time.
See
Thanks,
y'all.
guys.